Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Doctor Who. Last time on Doctor Who, in a proper episode, we had Last of the Time Lords, finishing off the war with the Master and the whole Year of Hell situation we had going on, eventually leading to the Master's death, the Doctor being the last of the Time Lords, Jack returning to Torchwood, and Martha leaving the Doctor, basically, which kind of sucked. We also had a mini-sode last time, which was Time Crash, which was a really cool little thing with Tennant's Doctor, the 10th Doctor, and Peter Davison coming in as the 5th Doctor. Okay, I can't tell if I'm out of focus or not, so screw it, we're just gonna have to go with it. So you may notice something a little interesting this time around. I've got a nice, interesting tablecloth here. Got something on here on my head and something right here. It's the Christmas special. I know it's the middle of November. It's nowhere near Christmas, but I figured I'd go all out for Christmas, and probably what I'm also going to do is once I actually start recording in December, like in the Christmas season, then I'll just keep this full time. Maybe not the hat. The hat may be a bit too much, but yeah, maybe keep this. Maybe, we'll see. So yeah, just a quick reminder, the next 4 Wednesdays, I will not be reacting to regular Doctor Who. Instead, I'm going to bring my dad back, and we're going to be watching 4 episodes of classic Doctor Who. So, starting next Wednesday, which on YouTube will be the 28th, next Wednesday we are going to be watching the Daleks. The next Wednesday after that is Tomb of the Cybermen. Then the next Wednesday is Terror of the Autons. And then the next Wednesday after that is going to be Genesis of the Daleks. We're going to be watching all 4 of those in place of normal Doctor Who so that we can line up, or so that I can line up Doctor Who and Torchwood and stuff like that. So yeah, so we're going to be missing out on normal Doctor Who for a little while, but we'll survive. I think we'll survive. So with all that being said, let's get into this, because the Titanic crashed into the TARDIS, and we got to figure out what the heck is going on with that. So, the more I talk, the more I realize how much this jiggles. Like, watch. Like, it's just a jiggling fool. So, with that being said, let's get right into this episode of Doctor Who. Here we go. Last time on Doctor Who. Oh, wow. The TARDIS can just fix itself. Unless he went back in time. Yay. Oh, listen to that music. It's Christmas again. I do not trust those. Between the mechanical Santas we keep having... What the hell? Are we in space?
Also known as Earth. Population
What?
Human. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Christmas.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, what is this rockin' theme song we got now? Voyage of the Damned. But this isn't the sunken Titanic. Moan!
My name is Max.
That didn't explain anything.
Titanic, who? Full of a name?
Information.
I'm the doctor, by the way.
Astrid, sir. Astrid Peth.
Nice to meet you, Astrid. Merry Christmas.
Is she the companion for this episode?
Just
Very funny, I'm sure.
They're just picking on us because we haven't paid. We won our tickets in a competition.
Well, good for you.
5 husbands of Juicy.
can't have that, can we?
Ooh, nice.
Did you do that?
Maybe.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
I got you that drink.
I got you a treat, come on.
Yeah, take her too. Why not?
Red 6-7 +1.
quickly, sir, please. Two teleport bracelets.
Aw, that's awesome, using the psychic paper.
New sky.
He should be busy. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Really?
Yeah, what happened to the Earth?
Just a street.
Look, Christmas before last, we had that big bloody spaceship, everyone
Yeah.
standing on a roof.
The
And then
Sycorax.
last year, that Christmas star, electrocuted
The
all over
Rachnos.
the place, draining the Thames.
This place is amazing.
So no one wants to be here. That's very
everybody
clever,
stopped,
actually.
Gone to the country. All except me and Her Majesty. We stand vigil.
Well, between you and me, I think Her Majesty's got it right. As far as
I was
know,
about to say,
this
where's the
year-
Prime Minister, but I guess Harold Saxon is dead. Ha! No.
That's a bit odd, sir. Meteoroids are changing course.
That's the iceberg. Oh my gosh.
The shields up to me.
Yeah, this is not good. Here it comes.
Information. You are all going to die.
Oh, great. Why are you doing this, though? Ooh. Oh my gosh. Whoa! Okay. There's a lot of fire going on. Whoa! Comes the next. Ooh! Oh, and there's the third. What the heck, man?
That's my ship over there.
Where?
That box, that little blue box.
I mean, it's still stable, but...
Oi, don't knock it.
Small.
A bit distant. Trouble
yeah.
is, once it's set adrift, it's programmed to lock onto the nearest centre of gravity, and that
Aww.
the Earth.
We've got air. The ocean field is holding. But the captain, he's dead.
Well, good. He sucked.
If we hit the planet, the nuclear storm explodes and wipes out life on Earth.
Oh my gosh. Now it's not just them, it's the Earth they have to worry about.
I'm the Doctor.
Yeah!
I'm a Time Lord. I'm from the planet Gallifrey in the constellation of Kasterborous. I'm 903 years old, and I'm the man who's going to save your lives and all 6 billion people on the planet below.
Oh my gosh.
You got a problem with that?
No.
In that case,
Alright.
Alonzi?
Yes! Yes, Alonzi! Friggin' finally. Bone!
How am I Mr. Fatso gonna get through that gap?
We make the gap.
Would you shut the
So
fuck
start.
up?
I dialed the competition line 5,000 times. That's 5,000 credits. I might as well have paid for the tickets.
Huh.
I don't half love you. Mrs. Van Hoff. Come here.
Aww. Well, that's nice.
What happened? They find a donut.
I can
Would
clear
you
it from
just-
this side. Just tell me if it starts moving. Cyborgs are getting equal rights. They passed a law back on Stowe. You can even get married. Marry?
Okay.
Well, you can buy me a drink first.
So it is. Merry Christmas.
This Christmas thing, what's it all about?
Long story.
Oh my gosh, please tell me the true meaning of Christmas talk.
Last room.
Man, I almost want to take all of them as companions. Not just her.
It's nitrophene metal. It's stronger than it looks.
All the same, Rixton's right. Me and Boone should...
Oh no!
I told you! I told you! Just shut up, shut up!
Just... What the hell?
Bring it back, Doctor!
That angels have wings.
Oh crap. They can fly. Whoa! Nice shot, man.
Pretty good.
Man. Everyone's freaking dying this episode. What the heck? Ooh.
You're coming with me.
Oh no. Oh my gosh, a suicide! Oh my gosh. It's the darkest Christmas ever.
It's not always safe.
So you need someone to take care of you. I've got no one back on Stowe, no family. Just me.
Go for it, man.
What do you think?
Come on, man. Well, that's great, man. I like that.
Yeah, that's a real tradition now.
See you later.
Oh, I hope she doesn't die too.
And stowaways should be arrested and taken to the nearest figure of authority. I reckon the nearest figure of authority
That's clever.
is on deck 31. Final question. Am I right?
Information correct.
Brilliant. Take me to your leader.
Nice job, Doc.
We're a shipwreck. Only one person
What?
got the power and the money to hide themselves on board like
Oh,
this. And I should know, because
My name
is Max.
In a society that despises cyborgs, I've had to hide away for years.
Oh,
Accompanied by holograph.
the cyborgs.
Situation report.
The business isn't failing. It's failed. Past tense.
Okay.
My own board voted me out. Stabbed me in the
Ah,
back.
If you had a back.
it's a,
So,
yeah,
you
it's a Norman Osborn thing.
survivors just in case anyone's wrong with the planet. Outrage back home. Scandal.
Yeah.
The business is wiped out.
And
Mr. Capricorn!
A forklift.
I resign.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna freaking throw him over. No. No, I don't want to lose her. Oh. Come on. Can't use the teleport or anything. Oh. Dang it. Quit walking like a badass. Oh. They're flying him out of there. Okay. That's kind of funny.
Control are dead, they divert to the next highest authority. And that's me.
Him?
There's nothing we can do.
You sure about that?
The ship's gonna fall.
What's your first name?
Alonso.
You're kidding me.
Oh my gosh.
What?
That's something else I always wanted to say. Alonso!
Oh my gosh. God, he's been waiting since the end of Series 2 for that. Oh, don't. Where is he impacting?
And as dawn rises over Great Britain,
No.
it seems that this year, the City of London has escaped alien intervention.
Oh my
The
gosh.
Queen has remained in residence.
Y'all get out of the palace.
Terrestrial attack.
Oh, they dare. God, the most inopportune place to land this thing. Ooh! Made it right over Buckingham Palace. Now you're flying.
Thank you. Happy Christmas.
Oh, she knows it's the doctor. That's funny. Alright, going back up.
Mr. Copper, the teleport, have they got an emergency setting?
I don't know, they should have.
She fell. Mr. Copper, she fell. What's the emergency code?
Oh my gosh, is she alive?
We can bring her back.
There's not enough left. The system was too badly damaged.
Man.
The woman who looked at the stars and dreamt of traveling.
Man.
You're flying.
Man. I guess that's better than just dying, but still. Oh, so much snow.
One of these days it might snow for real.
Not today, though.
It's all done by computer. I didn't really know the currency, so I thought $1 million might come.
$1 million?
£1 million? Pounds?
Enough for trinkets?
Mr. Copper, £1 million is worth 50 million credits.
Yeah.
How much?
50 million and 56.
Gotta be very specific about it. You're rich.
I've got... That's me, Yeah!
Oils, planet Earth.
Oh, Doctor, I will make you proud.
Yeah.
And I can have a kitchen with chairs and windows.
I gotta put my hat back on because it's happy now.
Where are you going?
Well, I've no idea.
No.
He'll figure it out.
Me neither.
But Doctor!
Merry Christmas, Mr. Copper.
At least it's a happy ending for one of them. Huh. Oh. What? Yep. Don't you even. Alright. Alrighty. Alright, so at the end there, in memory of Verity, I just remembered now, that was one of the creators of Doctor Who, wasn't it? Because I think they've said that before, so yeah. Okay. Merry Christmas. That was definitely the best of the Christmas specials we've had. I know there are only 2 others that I've seen, but that was pretty good. Oh. Okay. So I think this is probably, of the 3 Christmas specials we've seen, this one's probably my favorite. The first one was good, even if it didn't really have a lot of Tenet in it. And that was mostly because that was the first episode we had with Tenet, and he was still sort of recovering from the regeneration process. So that there was that, and that was good. And then the last one, The Runaway Bride, I liked The Runaway Bride. It was good, but I don't know. This one got deep and good and very dark. Man, people dying left and right. So, I've got my notes, like always, and let's go over them. It's always funny to just look up and see myself wearing this friggin' hat. It is funny. I have to change things out a bit, because after this I'm going to record Game of Thrones for this week. So I have to take this off, put down the blue one again. I have to move this somewhere else, not wear the hat and stuff. Although I think it's going to be very snowy in Game of Thrones, but anyway. Okay, so notes. First off, I wrote down fix itself, because the TARDIS just straight up fixed itself. So the Titanic didn't receive any damage from crashing into the TARDIS, and it didn't... I don't know, it's almost like they didn't even notice that they hit the TARDIS, but the TARDIS obviously got hit, and enough to where it did pierce through the walls, basically. But I like that it can just heal itself. Like, the Doctor just, like, spins some levers, and the whole thing sort of went back in on itself. I like that. That's actually pretty interesting. Even if I don't get how that works, but yeah, I don't really understand the TARDIS. There's a lot, and we'll talk about this a bit more in our reaction to mine and Dad's reactions to the Daleks next week, because we already filmed that. So, but we'll talk about that a bit more. But yeah, that's just another thing we can add to the list of things that the TARDIS can do that I don't understand. So, but it's cool. It's cool that it can do that, and it does, it does sort of help because we don't have to worry about that. That's not something we really need to think about. It's like, oh, the TARDIS got hit. How is he going to repair it? Is that going to take the whole episode? Is that why the TARDIS isn't used in this episode? It's like, no, we don't need to think about that. Now, granted, they could use that as a way of getting rid of the TARDIS for the episode, because they kind of do that. That's sort of the big thing I've noticed about Doctor Who, is that the TARDIS kind of needs to go away for an episode. Like, every episode, it needs to kind of go away so that the plot can just go uninterrupted. And here, they did the whole thing of the TARDIS being adrift and locking on to Earth because it's the biggest center of gravity nearby. So there's that. And then also, like, in episodes like 42, where the TARDIS was in an area where it was like 3,000 degrees and you couldn't go in there. So, whoa, lighting really changed right there. That was weird. So, yeah. So that was interesting. London deserted. That's funny that after 2 different Christmases where London was attacked, first being the Sycorax, which, shocked the whole world, and then the next one in The Runaway Bride when the Rachnos started attacking London. I like that no one is in London anymore. Like, third time around, everyone's like, nope, we're heading out of town for Christmas this year. Except for the Queen. The Queen decided to stick around. That was pretty funny. And it was funny to see her at the end. First off, because we got the tease of, the Doctor is crash landing the Titanic. And so, and it's basically going to land and crash into Buckingham Palace. And he's like, oh, come on. The Queen is the only person that's there. But, he was able to divert it away and get it back into orbit, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. So, that was funny. It was also funny that we basically got a cameo from the Queen. I'm sure that wasn't the actual Queen, but, I'm sure they got an actress to play to sort of look like the Queen. That's why we never saw her face. So obviously that was not the Queen, but that was still cool that was there. So it was especially funny because that was like early morning, and she still had like hot rollers in her hair and stuff like that. Wonder if the actual Queen Elizabeth, saw that episode and was like, oh, that's kind of funny. So that'd be funny. Okay. So, first off, I guess the captain was under duress and, under threat of everyone dying, or under the threat of being killed anyway. That's why he went along with this whole thing. Because the captain put the plan into motion, but it was all Max Capricorn's plan, basically. So that's interesting. But how did they do the ice meteor thing, basically, is what I'm wondering. So instead of an iceberg on the normal Titanic, it was basically ice meteors. They were kind of ice. Meteors are kind of ice, right? Kind of. So that was interesting. I did like that. How they got... Like, it's not just that they got in the path of the meteors, it's that the meteors were passing by and then turned and hit the Titanic. So, yeah. I wrote down Titanic 2. Why? Well, okay, I guess the reason he named it the Titanic was because he was going to crash it. But I would never go on a cruise liner that was named Titanic. Even if I didn't know any of this, like, I would not go, but I guess none of them knew that. None of them knew the name Titanic. So, there's that. Wrote down 903. Hey, we got confirmation of his age, that he's 903 years old. Now, I'm sure... See, here's the thing. As soon as I heard that, I was like, yeah, I bet people in the comments are going to be disputing that. I have no doubt that there's going to be some of you guys, and it's totally fine if you do this, but I have no doubt that some of you guys are going to dispute what he says about being 903 years old. And sure, there's probably evidence saying otherwise and stuff like that, but yeah. So, but it's interesting that he finally gave a definitive age of 903, because for the most part, he's only said, like, you know, I've been doing this for like 900 years and stuff like that. And it's like, well, what does that mean? How long was he just a normal guy before he became a Time Lord? Does that count into it? Or is he just saying his normal age? So that means at the beginning of Doctor Who, he is 900 years old. So that's interesting. Cyborg rights. That was interesting. I'm wondering if that's going to be like a running thing throughout this season or series. Because honestly, we kind of had a thing last series where, you know, in the Christmas special, we had the Rachnos, and the Doctor kept saying, like, oh, these ancient beings, you know, from so long ago, like so long ago, that, you know, they weren't even defeated by the Time Lords, they were just defeated by the Gallifreyans. You know, I think what he implied was that it was before the Time Lord organization even came into being. And throughout series 3, we ran into a lot of stuff like the Makara and stuff like that, who were, and the Carrier Knights, who were from, you know, who were these ancient beings who are now in the present day or close to the present day for some of them, and they're causing trouble. So now I'm wondering if this series we're going to get into a lot of cyborg rights. That would actually be very interesting, because they brought it up once or twice. You know, cyborgs are now getting rights and stuff like that. And it's like, well, why wouldn't cyborgs have rights? They're still alien. I mean, if the beings have rights, they should keep their rights if they just have some metal in them. So that's interesting. Maybe we'll get a bit more of that. Max Capricorn, wrote him down. Interesting. I did like his design at the end. It was very, very cool, very unique. And it was more than just his head in a jar. It was all this sort of stuff on wheels, and it was a different sort of boxy design. I like that. I like his plan. And I like how it is kind of the Norman Osborn thing of... It is sort of the Norman Osborn thing of he was voted out of his own company, and now he's taking revenge. And I like the idea that, you know, he can crash the Titanic and kill everyone on Earth, and then that would be so bad for his company that everyone on the board would just be gone. I know the lights keep going in and out. It's because I keep moving around. But yeah, I did really like that. That was an interesting plan he had. I wrote down Astrid. Man, for a second I thought we were going to have Astrid as a full companion, but nope. People kept dying left and right in this. Just every single, like almost all of them died in some form. You know, Astrid died, but she, you know, became Stardust, which sucks. And then the couple, they died. You know, first the guy, he just fell over, and then the girl just ended her own life basically, and took a host with her. That just sucks, man. But yeah, but I did really like Astrid, and I do wish we could have kept her around, especially because she really wanted to do this, and she liked the Doctor liked her, but nope, we couldn't be happy. So yeah, and then the last thing I wrote down was the Queen, but we already talked about that. So yeah, that was pretty interesting. I really did like Voyage of the Damned. That was really good and really, really fun. And yeah, that's basically that. Remember, the next 4 weeks we are not going to be watching normal Doctor Who. We're going to be watching classic Doctor Who. So yeah, that's basically it for this video. And next time we will be watching Season 1, Serial 2 of Doctor Who Classic, The Daleks. I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Doctor Who reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, you can support me on Patreon, and you can follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.